obviously we've had a string of really cold weather and a lot of precipitation as well. And what we've been doing, we worked with Sector Southeastern New England with the Coast Guard. They were able to bring a 175-foot cutter to do some ice breaking. They arrived yesterday, and then all morning they were in the main federal channel, clearing the way. But we have 5 municipal piers that the Port of New Bedford maintains. So we had our own small tug that was doing ice breaking duties all day yesterday and all day today. So there's still a lot to do, so we'll be pretty much working around the clock, between the land side taking care of the piers and things like that, and the water side taking care of the ice. Well, we're expecting to have to, do ice breaking through Friday, and then I think it's supposed to warm up a bit Saturday and Sunday. So, we'll be out there as long as we need to be to make sure that people can get their vessels out. The scallop season starts on March 1st, so we're making sure that people that still have days left can go out and go fish. So it's incredibly important to the economy of New Bedford to make sure that there's access to both the land side, to the vessels from the land side, and access out for the actual vessels. So as long as the weather stays uncooperative, we will be there to make sure the ice is something we can deal with. Yeah, so we're working on dredging in the northern part of the harbor, and we heard something similar, like an hour to go, 400 yards. So that's what we're trying to prevent. If an icebreaker can help alleviate some of that pressure, then that's what we're here for. I think fishermen in general, I have a very, a profound respect for nature and for the ocean and for weather. So, whether it's hurricanes or nor'easters, where the fishermen, you never have to remind them; they already know the weather. So, I think they take things like this in stride, and it's part of their working environment. So they're more ready for it than most people that work in an office. we have two private tug operators that also help out, for some of the private piers. Certainly on the Fairhaven side, both Charlie Mitchell and Conrad Roy are doing some ice breaking on their own. So I mean, and really almost all these vessels are steel hulled. So the more activity, the better it is. But just getting that first chip so that everybody can start moving around is obviously to the better of port commerce. Everybody's different. They all have their own plans that are sometimes weeks in advance. And with the string of weather we've been having, there has been a lot more activity on the docks. Certainly today. So we're just trying to, if people give people the option, if they have the option, we don't want we don't want the weather or anything that we can do to prevent them from going out and fishing. we've been working, along with the city crews. The city's been very helpful with sanders and things like that. But the HTC staff has been incredibly, they've been working 24/7 pretty much since this started with the first storm. So, and it's not getting easier, but it's something that we have to stay ahead of. So I mean, it's a good thing that we're here, and we're just trying to keep everything open. I've been here. This is my fifth winter here at the Port of New Bedford, and we've never had ice like this. A lot of people say, you go back 10 years or 20 years, there's been this, ice in the harbor, but we've never had more than just a little bit of ice on the top. This is unprecedented in my experience. I'm not a seasoned veteran, salty veteran, but it is unprecedented in my 4 years here. I mean, if you look at right out here, we have fingers that go out into the water. So, the only real movement, because it's so sheltered, is the tide, which certainly helps. But because it's so sheltered, the top ends up freezing, and there's not a whole lot of that recirculation. So, the inside here is what always freezes first. But eventually with the tide, that moves out and that collects in the main channel. And because of the hurricane barrier, we basically have a 150-foot opening that is great for storms. It keeps the storm surge out, but it also keeps ice in this case. So.